My name's Lana, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with my work, I am a lucid dreaming and lucid living coach. Today I wanted to hop on here quickly to talk a bit about believing in ourselves, our dreams, how to make it all come to fruition. Throughout my own practices, I've come to believe that the universe will put on the table for us whatever we truly believe we can have. I decided to talk about this after a Facebook memory popped up on my feed from about a year ago that was actually a Michelle Obama quote. It reads, this quote really touched me because I'm someone who is a drug addict. I'm someone who was told by teachers that I would be a failure, that I would never become anything. I never expected to be someone who could confidently say, I'm an entrepreneur and I run my own very successful business. I never thought I would be able to say sentences like, I truly lived the life of my dreams. And I'm here to share with you that you need to increase your self-worth and know that you are worthy of a great life. When you start creating this kind of belief system for yourself in a genuine way, you'll start to see the world really begin to immediately reflect this back to you. But when getting into this type of practice, it's best to start simple. It's quite hard to alter our belief systems. So it helps to start by knowing what it is that you even want to believe, right? And something that helped me get started was what I call a limitless list. This is a list of things you want to have, things you want to experience, things you want to become with no limits. Forget money, forget travel restrictions, forget the thoughts that are gonna pop in like, but how would I do this and this with 3 kids? Or I would never get time off work to do that kind of stuff. This list is limitless, and so that means you add to it without limits. No money limits, no health limits, limitless. You can do this kind of activity in a list form if you're more analytical, or you can print pictures of stuff and create a kind of vision board if you're more of a visual learner. You can create it absolutely any way you want, whatever way is going to work for you. But if you don't have something like this in your life, I strongly urge you to try this out for yourself. Put one together, 10 minutes to just write down 20 things that you'd love to have, you'd love to experience, you'd love to become. By just having these things out there in the universe, by creating a limitless list, you start visualizing them. And this is what's part of that attraction or manifestation process. The lucidity part of this acts as kind of a middleman. As we know, there are so many scientific studies on how visualization is a powerful, powerful practice for the manifestation process. And for results, to be quite honest. Athletes, for example, will use visualization to get that winning shot in the game. And what's the most powerful way to visualize something? Is to lucidly dream it. When you awaken inside of your dream space, especially if you've never had a lucid dream before, you will be stunned. You'll be mind blown at how realistic everything looks. Everything looks so lifelike. It looks like the room that you're in right now. The visuals are so vivid, and that's part of the reason why we don't get lucid in our non-lucid dreams, right? Because everything around us is such a convincing story. We think that we're awake, just living our regular life. So once you've decided on a few really incredible things that are now on your limitless list, you're going to want to take these into your lucid dream space and actually start experiencing them. For example, maybe you have on your list to purchase your dream home. Well, you can get lucid and walk through the door of your dream home. Look at all of the furniture, the decorations, lay on your bed, touch the marble countertops in the kitchen, look out the windows at the mountains or the ocean, start living it lucidly. This little taster experience, lucid dream taster experience, will help with, one, your motivation to just get you to do some of the work to actually get there in your waking life. And two, it will help with you starting to actually make this a solid reality for you, rather than it being this blurry, hazy, distant idea. No one has ever manifested anything that they were just like 10 to 20% sure about. It's about getting that clarity, getting that lucidity first. Another thing that's helped me in this process is unwavering trust, faith. Maybe for you, that looks something like a mantra that you can repeat to yourself when things get a little bit tough. For me, I try to remind myself of Matthew 7:7. Along the same lines, there's some pretty cool studies on the kinds of things that we tell ourselves. I attended an IONS, which is the Institute of Noetic Sciences, webinar recently with Dean Radin. He presented on manifestation in the material world, and he shared some pretty cool scientific studies for this. He conducted these, they've all been peer-reviewed, and the one that's coming to mind for me is the study that he did about monks praying over or blessing chocolate. They had one group of people who were eating these blessed pieces of chocolate every single day, and another control group of people who were eating the very same brand of chocolate, but it hadn't been blessed or prayed over. Both groups just thought they were eating chocolate, and they were told to simply rank how they felt that day on a scale that's regularly used in scientific studies to measure emotion. The results were that the group who was eating the chocolates that had been prayed over, had been blessed by monks, scored significantly higher in happiness on the scale. This makes me think a lot about the way we speak to other people, and the effects that our words have on them, and of course, the effects that our words have on ourselves too. What would happen if you said a blessing over yourself every day for the next 30 days? Never done it? Give it a go. You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. I know that my belief system, the thoughts I have, the way I speak to myself every day, has a huge impact on the life that I live. When I started believing that I could dream big for myself, when I started believing that I could ask and actually receive, I did. I got the dreams. They came to life. I asked and I received. You don't have to use the Matthew 7:7 example, but use something for yourself. Even if it's something just like the universe fully supports my big goals and my dreams, or just my goals and my dreams will come to fruition. Whatever way you word it that just feels really right for you. Say whatever you need to say that in those times of hardship builds that trust and builds that faith. It stabilizes you. It's something that you need to hear. Whether you do any of these activities, the limitless list, the mantra, the praying, the blessing over yourself, maybe you just do one of them, maybe you're not ready to do any of them quite yet. At least one thing that I would love for you to take away from this is the pure just encouragement to dream big. Know that you can have it, even when it looks and feels impossible. We can't control everything, and this really isn't about control. Going back to the lucid dreaming talk for a second, the biggest misconception I think about lucid dreaming is this idea that we're taking total control over the dream, when in fact, many of my most favorite lucid dreams have been doing the exact opposite of this. And I've been lucid dreaming for going on 25 years now. The best ones have been when I've just totally surrendered and let go of control entirely. When I've just trusted, remained stable, conscious, but just surrendered to the dreamscape and just really let the dream unravel before me. Our waking life has a similar dimension to this, don't you think? when we make those really tight plans for ourselves, when we just want to be in control of the timing and absolutely everything, what's going on, how it's going to happen, that kind of stuff sucks. Have you ever been on holiday with someone who has one of those really tight itineraries? They're like, okay, 6 a.m., climb this mountain. 8 a.m., visit this temple. 10 a.m., ride a train to this place. 12 p.m., museum tour. And you're just running around doing all of this stuff. And then you kind of just stop and think, you know what would actually just feel great? To just sit at a local cafe and have a tea, or just lay down in a park and people watch for a bit. Or to just go out, talk to some locals and see what happens. To not be in total control. To go with the flow is a phrase and a vibe for a reason. And don't get me wrong, I work hard, I play my part. But I started up my business a little over 2 years ago with a solid plan to do Dreaming Wide Awake retreat globally. These 3-day incredible immersive lucid dreaming retreats, which if that's your thing, we still have a couple of places open for April 2022. Fingers crossed we can go forward with it this time. But when the pandemic hit, February, March 2020, my April retreats disappeared right in front of my eyes. And I could have said, wow, my business is over, but I didn't. I said, I know this happened for a reason, and I know that I will be shown what I need to do. I asked for how I wanted to feel, I asked to be directed, and I had a dream. And in this dream, I came up with the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab, which is my 12-week online course, and it has been one of the single most amazing experiences of my entire life. It's connected me with people all over the globe who I've now had the incredible opportunity to share the amazing modality that is lucid dreaming and lucid living with, and the opportunity to help them build their businesses into creation, become thriving, incredible entrepreneurs, and for them to bring their personal and professional dreams to life as well. I didn't have a background in marketing. I didn't use funnels. I didn't use Facebook ads. I just trusted, and I did what was right for me. And I teach all of that, everything that I did in detail inside the lab, and I watch it. I watch the results changing the lives of both my one-on-one students and the incredible entrepreneurs and creative big dreamers inside of the lab as well. And you don't have to just take this from me. By all means, please go and watch the incredible testimonials that I have on my YouTube channel, Get Lucid with Lana, or via my website, which is my name, lanasakwal.com. And please see these incredible people tell you about their amazing results and everything they've manifested in their own words too. My point is, I am supported by the business of my dreams. And I don't say this to brag. I say this to encourage you and share with you that if you get lucid on what you want, if you ask for it, if you request things to your dream space, if you get lucid and start getting a taste of those things on your limitless list consciously, first person, in real time, you'll find that it all just starts coming to life. So believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, believe that they can be even bigger than you ever initially imagined. Get limitless, get lucid in your dreams, in your business, in your purpose, in your mission. If you want more resources and material from me, I share so much all the time. My mission is to share lucid dreaming and lucid living. You can get access to more of this through my Instagram or my Twitter, or through my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, and I'll leave all the relevant links in the description below. If we haven't connected or spoken one-on-one before, send me a message. I'd love to connect with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am wishing you a weekend full of big dreams, abundance, and lucidity. Bye.